Hi, welcome back to our Talk Wrestling. Today's video is a SmackDown review video, and according to me, all you need to know is two promos and all the matches that happened on the show. So the show kicked off with Sasha Banks versus Bayley. It was a pretty good match. It's the best match on the show, not according to result because the result comes into play, but it was best wrestled, I could say. This is where the result matters. If you have a 50-50 result, like the gauntlet match on NXT between Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa and Finn Balor, the four cornerstones of NXT, or if you have a 50-50 match between Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre, Keith Lee versus Adam Cole for both the titles, then we got to see, I think, I don't remember a lot of 50-50 matches, but the Money in the Bank match, the Money in the Bank ladder match, both Raw and Women's, and then I think we got to see we got to see Edge versus Orton, another 50-50 match. So this is where if you have a good wrestling match and it's 50-50, an unpredictable result, it becomes better. So an unpredictable result would be good over here. And I think Sasha should have faced someone like Natalya or Liv Morgan or whoever, and then faced a big superstar like Bayley at a pay-per-view. That would have been better. And I think the SmackDown title deserves better. If you can't wrestle the Universal Championship on SmackDown, then you can't wrestle the SmackDown Women's Championship on SmackDown, according to me. Anyway, then we got to see Rey Mysterio versus Baron Corbin. I think the people, so many people came outside to see the match and stuff. We got to see Seth Rollins coming in the middle of the match. Mysterio must have got angry there. Then you got to see Seth Rollins first attack Dominic. Mysterio again gets caught off there. Then you get to see Buddy Murphy and Aaliyah coming. Mysterio is distracted over there at Seth and even Aaliyah and Buddy Murphy, and he picks up the loss. Baron Corbin picks up the win, and with a horrible end of days, it looked more like a Sister Abigail combined with the end of days. It just looked stupid, and Mysterio he held both his arms in front of his face, made it even more stupid. It was kind of weird, the move. I thought it was some normal move that Corbin was getting, and then Michael goes, "At the end of this by Baron Corbin, the end of this, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's how I thought it was the end of this. But then we got to see a small promo where Buddy Murphy is telling Seth Rollins, now this is where it gets interesting. You're the Messiah, I'm the disciple. You're the Messiah, I'm the disciple. So then Seth Rollins is happy, and so then Aaliyah comes, and then Aaliyah says, "What are you doing? My family's on the line, blah blah blah." And then Buddy Murphy said, "Let me handle this." So two of my theories are: is Buddy Murphy a spy from Seth Rollins' side all along to see what the Mysterios are doing and to just get in their heads? Or is Buddy Murphy a spy from Mysterio side, from Aaliyah, like a spy? He's spying on Seth Rollins. I'd say if you have Buddy Murphy spying on the Mysterios and messing in their head, it would make so much sense and it would just be amazing. That's my thoughts. Then we got to see Ruby Riott, not Seth Rollins, but Ruby Riott versus Natalya versus someone else. I don't even know who that someone else is, but it was kind of obvious Ruby Riott was going to win. I think she deserves the big push. She and Liv Morgan, they should win the Women's Tag Team Championships. If not, just do something with them. Make Liv Morgan a Raw Women's Champion, or make Ruby Riott a SmackDown Women's Champion. They have the potential. They are good superstars. And hence Ruby Riott obviously qualified for the match. If anyone thought Natalya, then I don't know why you thought Natalya. But Ruby Riott qualified for the match. I don't think they should be doing triple threats to qualify for the women's Survivor Series team, because there are actually very less WWE female superstars in the roster. I think Carmella will be one of them to qualify. Bayley has to be one of them to qualify. I don't know why they won't put Bayley. And yeah, I literally have no idea. Maybe in the losers match, the match between the losers, or Liv Morgan, and then Natalya in the match between the losers. Okay, so then we got to see Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. and sorry, not Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. That's a WrestleMania match. You got to see Seth Rollins versus Otis. Obviously, Otis had the upper hand, and Otis should have won. It was kind of obvious Otis was going to win, but then Seth Rollins won. Sadly, Otis. I feel bad for Otis. Otis versus Seth Rollins is kind of obvious. Seth is going to win. And you're just ruining Otis, I would say. Otis versus Tucker. No idea when that's happening. Otis is messed up in WWE. I really feel bad for him. Anyways, then we get to see the Roman Reigns and Jey Uso segment. Actually, this is going on after all the matches in the show. It's like a huge segment. But I don't think, I think only one was important. Where Roman Reigns tells Paul Heyman, when Jey Uso is obviously on Roman Reigns' side now, but he tells Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso isn't there. He tells Paul Heyman that you have to look after Jey Uso and you kind of control him. And you have to see what he does and you have to see if he's worthy. And it's kind of like Paul Heyman, I think, is kind of there to control everything around Roman Reigns, to make the path clear for Roman Reigns to become the top star in WWE. So I think that's what Paul Heyman is for, but then you get to see Kevin Owens versus Jey Uso because Kevin is doubting Jey and Jey obviously being the heel, so they fight against each other. So Kevin Owens is obviously winning, he has the upper hand. Roman Reigns comes, his music plays, and a low blow by Jey Uso, a frog splash by Jey Uso. Jey Uso picks up the win, and Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman are laughing, and then Jey Uso is looking at Roman Reigns. That's how the show ends, basically. So I won't rate the show highly. It was dependent on its matches. I think SmackDown and Raw are more of its promos. Like they have to deliver more promos. Why I do not review Raw? It's because it's Raw. It's 3 hours long, and I don't think anyone cares about a 3-hour long Raw. Literally no one cares. But SmackDown 2 hours long, perfect show. I am show depending on its matches. I think SmackDown should be more of promos. Like if you saw last SmackDown, there were more promos. You got to see a Last Sullivan promo. It's not a promo where he came out, it was just an interview. And Last Sullivan is Last Sullivan. If he faces Roman Reigns, Last Sullivan, no, WWE is a joke. WWE is a joke officially. Nope, Last Sullivan isn't facing Roman Reigns, I hope. But then I think we got to see another promo. I'm not really sure whom, because I don't think those promos were important. They're just interview type promo that won't help in any of the storylines. I'm gonna rate this SmackDown show 3 stars out of 5. It should be dependent more on its promos and like more trash talk to your opponent or build up the feuds. You can't do any of that when Survivor Series is coming because it's kind of obvious. It's Asuka versus Sasha, Raw Women's Champion versus SmackDown Women's Champion. Bobby Lashley, you have heel versus heel, Lashley versus Sami Zayn. You have, I'm not even sure. I think you have face versus face, Asuka versus Banks, and you have Roman Reigns, heel versus heel, Roman versus Orton. And this is just dumb matches. Then you have New Day versus Street Profits, face versus face. I think Survivor Series is like the event should take place in an appropriate time. This is not a right time to take this event to take place because SmackDown is anyway doing bad. You can't build up feuds for Survivor Series because the matches are already decided. That's all. You have to maybe cut off one of the matches. I think cutting off Asuka versus Sasha would be a good thing, or maybe Lashley versus Sami Zayn. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm gonna rate the show 3 stars. It was dependent on its matches. I didn't like the show. I think it should be dependent more on its promos. But anyways, bye.